entire broadcast here tonight as Bellingham squares off with Vancouver. Handshakes and low fives all around here as the teams get ready to get underway. Still looks awfully odd to see
a short-haired Paul Hafford
out there.
He is freshly shorn, by the way,
in his Vancouver Volcanoes jersey. And if you remember the last couple of years, Paul had the long, flowing locks, and that is to put it mildly.
Yes.
He is now...
He's high and tight.
Yep, he is. Madison will jump it up here for Bellingham against Gio Bain, and Bain will easily win the tip. The 7-footer slaps into the backcourt, and we are underway. Tapscott had it, left it now here for Tarver, and he brings it up in the offensive end. Swing it left, Hafford with it, bounces the dribble. Andre Murray will get it. He'll race right. Drive down inside the paint, lost control of the basketball. Anderson almost had the steal. Instead, Murray got it back, and he'll put it up and in.
Does anybody have more points against the Slam in the last 5 years than Andre Murray? I don't think so.
Drew Reddy bounces it, baseline shot up. Madison no good. Reddy gets the rebound. Working here against Hafford. Loops it back out. Rico with the catch. Going to step into a three. No, short. Rebound. Murray's going to grab it. He's off to the races. Has one player out in front. Right down the middle of the floor. Bounces it underneath. Nobody picked up Tapscott, and he'll reverse it up and in. And as quick as that, it's 4-0. Vancouver out in front.
Chehalis Tapscott, another guy who has been burning the Slam for a couple of years now.
4-0 our score. Ball comes over right-hand side. Whip pass. Rico gets it over to Madison just inside the arc. His jumper in and out won't go. Rebound bounces long. Tarver with it. Off to the races. He'll cross over, step into a jumper, a three ball that's going to be short. Rebound underneath. Tapscott once again goes up. Ball got knocked out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called.
Drew Reddy doing his best to rotate over, but I think he's going to get called for the reach-in foul. Chehalis Tapscott down there in the low block, and I may have convicted the wrong man. Yep, looks like Jacob Stevenson will get called for the slap down there in the low post. First foul, just a minute and change into the game.
Part of this also feels weird, Mark, when we take a look at the action out here on the floor. We see Jacob out there. We don't see Jared Stevenson out there.
That's right, Jared.
He had also been part of each and every game here during his time with the Bellingham Slam until this season.
Now a former member of the Slam, and we send our best to Jared, knowing him, probably listening. We've been calling his games as long as we can remember, and now we'll see him in the high school assistant coaching ranks for the next few years.
1 of 2 at the free throw line for Tapscott. High bounce pass comes to the elbow, right-hand side. 5-0 our score. Vancouver out in front. Get it inside. Backing down is Madison. He'll turn, spin, put it up against Bain. Won't go. Tips himself the rebound. Loops it back out. Mo the catch. Drive. Anderson down inside the lane. Changes hands with the left. The scoop layup is good.
That's how the Slam should start the season. A little up and under scoop from Mo.
5-2 our score. Quickly back down the other way with the dribble. Around the circle right. Yo-yoing it with the right hand. Now here is Tarver. Lob pass Tapscott. Going to work here against Jacob. Back out right-hand side. Jumper up. 3-ball splash for Tarver. 8-2 our score. Up on the offensive end. Mo will leave it now here for Jacob. Sees a crease. Drives down inside the lane. Bags it off of the glass with a right hand over the top of Tapscott. And he got it to go.
And it already feels like a Bellingham-Vancouver game, doesn't it? That didn't take very long.
8-4 our score. Rico against the taller player here in Tarver. Lob pass Tapscott. Mid-block right. He'll back his way down. Get inside the paint. Double teamed as Madison comes over. He'll turn, spin, offensive foul. As Jacob got pushed down to the floor. Tapscott will get whistled for the personal.
Slam may have caught a break on that one. I don't know how much of that was Tapscott's fault. That's a pretty big smile on his face as he and Jacob Stevenson have been doing battle for several years and trying to fool each other with their baseline moves. Advantage Jacob on that one.
Ball walked up now here by Rico. Lob pass comes left. Madison makes the catch. Turns around the circle. Leaves it now here for Drew Reddy. Down inside the lane. Back out Jacob. Hard drive towards the baseline. Got inside the paint. Floats one up. Rattles around the rim and goes.
Jacob Stevenson, 2 early buckets. Got off to a slow start last season. Already 2 hoops in 2.5 minutes here.
8-6 our score. Lob pass Tapscott just outside the paint. He'll bounce inside, leave it left. Hafford going to step past the defensive Reddy, put up the 3-ball. That one won't go. Long rebound, Karam's out. Tapscott will get it. Leave it top of the floor. Hafford, left-hand side, Tarver, another 3. Bam, he got another one. Left-hand side, he rolls it home. It's 11-6. Vancouver has led the entire way. Back down the other way here for Mo Anderson, working against Tarver. Has trouble with the dribble. Loose ball, picks it back up, turns, spin. Should have been a double dribble, I do believe. Mo gets down inside the lane, turned his back towards the bucket, got fouled, flipped it up. The shot won't go, but Mo will go to the free throw line.
Mo Anderson, you're about as comfortable with the ball in his hands as probably anybody in this league. If you're a Bellingham Slam fanatic, as we see many of them here in the building tonight, he was just an animal in the playoff run and the championship game last season.
Mo's first free throw shot is up and good. The MVP of the championship game last year for the Slam. He gets that one to go. 29 points in that victory. Both free throws are good, 11-8. Happer down inside the lane, lost control of it. It goes off of Anderson. Remember, it's a 22-second shot clock in the IBL, so you don't race down and then stop and then set it up.
We don't stand around much in the IBL.
There's a lot of attacking the bucket. Bounce pass comes left. Unable to hold onto it and losing control along the baseline that time was Tapscott. It'll be a turnover. Bellingham will get it back. Anderson races up to the front court. Tarver gives chase between the wickets with the dribble. Bounce it to Madison. Bose is back here as he works against Bain. Backs his way down. Here comes the double team. Murray from behind steals it away. 2-on-1 against Reddy. Drives all the way to the bucket. Too hard with a layup. Bounces in and out. Won't go. Loose ball. Going to have a foul underneath here. Going to get whistled against Bellingham.
Andre Murray does not look like a guy who should be an absolute killer for the other team, no matter where you're playing, but leave him alone at your own peril because he has killed the Bellingham Slam many times over the years.
We'll have a substitution here. Daniel Dean, the 6'9" forward out of Oregon State, set to check in here. Free throw shot is up and good.
That is quickly foul number 2 on Jacob Stevenson, and it looks like we're going to have to wave goodbye to Jacob.
And we will get our first look at Nick Moore, the 6'7" forward out of Evergreen State. Moore will check in. He has played multiple times here against the Bellingham Slam and has done well. He makes his debut here for the Slam. Both free throws are good. 13-8 our score. The lead is 5 now here for Vancouver. Cross-court pass. Anderson stolen away by Murray. He'll race down 2-on-2. Split both defenders. Left it short with a layup. Loose ball. Anderson had it, and it'll be a tie-up. A jump ball upcoming here as Daniel Dean will jump it up against Mo Anderson.
We're not going to get too secure about Andre Murray missing shots. He's missed 2 back-to-back possessions, but when the second half rolls around, he'll be throwing them in from about 26 feet.
8:01 left to go here. First quarter action at the Watcom Pavilion. Dean easily wins the tip. Get it to Tarver, top of the floor. There's Murray. He'll try a 3. That one won't go. Dean gets the rebound. Double pumps, puts it up and over the top of Moore, and it's it.
Daniel Dean, the big fella at 6'9", right side of that low block. Grabbed it, laid it in.
15-8 our score. Right to left here with the dribble now. Here is Rico. He'll leave it top of the floor. Mo. Spin it back around the circle left. They'll get it here to Reddy. Drives. Races past Bain along the baseline. Jump pass. Back out Mo. Sets his feet for a 3. No, won't go. Rebound tips. Madison gets it, puts it back up and in, counted and one. Evan Madison here with a chance at a 3-point play.
And we recall why we liked Evan Madison so much in a short stint with the Slam last year. He only lasted 3 games before he had a chance to go to the NBA D-League, a move up the basketball ladder. Evan Madison only played 3 games, but boy, was he missed. And it looks like he's already going to be a good fit here 5 minutes into season number 2.
Madison's first free throw, mark that only free throw shot is short. 15-10 our score. Bain gets the rebound. Long push pass up to the front court. Murray will get it. 7:20 left to go here in the first quarter. 15-10 Vancouver. Murray almost falls down as he gets down inside the free throw circle. Leaves it now here for Hafford. Between the wickets with the dribble as he works right. Steps into a 3 over the top of Mo. Won't go. Scramble for the rebound. Dean tips it, but it's grabbed off by Moore. Leave it now here for Drew Reddy across the timeline. Reddy goes, tries behind the back, loose ball, scramble for it. Reddy somehow will fall down to the floor. Loose ball still down to the floor. Madison, he'll get it to Moore. Moore will try and reverse it up and in. Dean blocks it. They look for the foul. It won't go. Outlet, though, by Dean, stolen by Rico. Steps into a 3, lost control of it. No, that's going to be a travel.
Rico tried to shoot the 3, lost the ball on the way up. So when he came down and got it, by definition, that is a double dribble.
15-10 our score. Boy, the fans just waiting for Rico to hit that. If you've never seen Rico Wilkins shoot, you wouldn't teach it in a camp. It is a very off-balance looking shot, but it is very effective, especially from 3-point land. Hard drive right. Leave it right now here for the three ball that will not go on the long effort that time from Hafford. Rebound here to Bellingham. Feed the cutter. Great play. Drew Reddy left it that time for Mo, and he kissed it off of the glass up and in.
You're going to ask, what is a typical Bellingham Slam play? That was it right there. Three guys frantically running the other direction.
15-12 our score. Hard drive right. Leave it outside of the circle now here for Tarver. He'll work to the top of the floor, going against Reddy. Tried to flip it back out left. It got tipped, and it goes out of bounds over by the courtside seats here at the Watkin Pavilion. And we'll have a substitution. Antoine Williams, the 5'11 guard out of the University of Puget Sound, will check in. An old logger.
You know what they say about those UPS guys.
Watch it.
Nothing but trouble.
He'll come over and hit you with a log.
Sorry.
On the hard drive, Gio Bain gets it blocked. Evan Madison swats it out of bounds along the baseline. We will have a substitution now here. Madison will earn a break on the bench. We will see Callan Shell, the 6'7 forward out of Western Washington University. This is his second stint with the Slam. Callan played 2 seasons for the Slam, 09 and 2010. He averaged 5.2 points per ball game and 5 rebounds per contest.
Chaz Cock also checked in, Doug. Wasn't playing much early last season, but was a big-time contributor by the end of the year.
On the inbound with a shot clock winding down, it's going to end up being a shot clock violation. Hafford caught it, tried to heave it towards the bucket. It comes up short. It will be Slam basketball. They trail here by 3. Vancouver has led the entire way.
Hafford has not hit one yet. Don't worry, he will.
Chaz Cock works around the circle right, winds his way down inside the paint, changes hands. Scoop layup with a right hand is up and good.
Chaz Cock on his first possession with a strong finish.
We always knew that Chaz can shoot from long range. If he has the drive now here to the bucket, that's really going to improve things and make it very hard for defenders to match up against him. Loose ball down inside the paint. Tips off in the hands of Dean. Ripped off here by Moore. Outlet comes to Mo. Flips to the trailer. Open. Chaz Cock. 3-ball won't go. Mo picks up the rebound. Up fakes. Got his man in the air. Shot won't go on his putback attempt. Rebound. Saved by Mo out of bounds. Rico get it inside. Callan Shell. Off glass. Up it is.
Another strong finish. Callan Shell, his first bucket from the right side.
Viking to Viking to Viking. As it's saved by Mo. Rico gets it. Flips it into Callan, and he puts it off of the window up and in. Around the circle right, left-hand side for Dean, and he'll hit the 3-ball.
Daniel Dean, nice enough to hold his form for the Bellingham fans to admire.
A brief lead for the Slam is gone. 18-16 our score. 4:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Double team, long looping pass comes down towards the baseline. Too tall that time for Nick Moore, stolen away by Tapscott. Back down right-hand side. Hafford on the hard push, tries to reverse it, and he does as he goes right to left along the baseline, and he puts it up and in.
Paul doesn't do that very often, but that is a strong finish up and under on the double pump.
20-16 our score. A 4-point lead here for Vancouver. Rico going to cross over. Picked up by Tapscott. Lost control of the basketball. Whips it down into Shell. Stolen away by Murray. Back down the other way. Andre on the push. Down inside the lane. Got past Rico. Puts the shot up. No good. Murray, I think he got hit in the head.
You're right.
Looking for a foul. None forthcoming. Ball will go out of bounds, and we'll have our first time out here of the ball game. 4:18 left to go here in the quarter. 20-16, a 4-point lead for Vancouver over Bellingham. Back with more right here on Pool, the big center out of St. Martin's University, and Derek Webb, the former Viking, right out of Western Washington University.
Looking forward to seeing those guys.
His second stint with the Slam. Inbound, Tarver will get it here with a 4-point lead for the Volcanoes as they look to try and get it into Tapscott. Chehalis will back his way down here against Callan Shell. Turns down inside the lane. Loops it back out. Dean fakes the 3. Gets down inside the lane. Drives against the double team. Travel.
That was at least 3 steps. The referee was right there trailing the play to see Daniel Dean walk, and the Slam will get it on the turnover. Nice to see. Slam coach Rob Ridenour worked with the coach for many years, like Doug said, at Blaine High School, now with the Slam, and coach led those guys to a title last year, ready to go again this season. Nick Moore to the elbow, left-hand side. His jumper up, spins off, won't go. Back down the other way. Antoine Williams with it, left to right. Crosses through the paint, bounces back out. Drew Reddy guarding him. Lob pass comes Tapscott along the baseline. Backs his way down here as he turns against Callan Shell. Way too strong on the turnaround that time from 7. Rebound cleared here by Bellingham. The Slam, bring it back up the other way. Back and forth between the hands. Jump pass comes down. Mo will feed it down inside Callan Shell. Loose ball, scramble for it. Loose, grabbed off here by Tarver.
Tarver behind the back with a dribble, gets up to the front court, crosses down inside the lane, back out right-hand side. Williams won't take the shot, instead drives to the free throw line and floats it up and home.
And Swan Williams, again, only 5'11", but still didn't hesitate when he had that open look, and he stuck it.
Down to the other end, nice feed down inside. Nice little layup that time for Mo Anderson. He's got 8 in the ball game.
As usual, Mo can out-quick anybody, and he just did.
22-18. Top of the floor with the catch, Dean. He'll leave it now here for Williams. Right to left, lost his defender that time, but coming over is Moore to block his layup attempt out of bounds along the baseline.
Nick Moore, his reward, by the way, will be a seat on the bench, and Evan Madison back out there after an impressive finish on the fast break in the opening minutes of this game.
Inbound will be looped out towards Dean. He'll make the catch, cut down inside the lane, back out right-hand side. Williams for a three, no good. Rebound weak side. Nobody put a body on Dean, and he easily lays it back up and in. 24-18. Mo on the hard push, gets down inside the lane, went up, ball knocked loose, goes out of bounds. They will say off of Bellingham.
Mo is as surprised as anyone that was called off of him. And there's a good old-fashioned frustration foul right there. Mo wanted everybody to know that he didn't like to call at the other end.
Mo puts a little shoulder into Tarver. He'll get whistled for it. It'll be his first. He's going to go to the bench. Rico Wilkins back into the ball game. Wilkins, Reddy, Shell, Chaz Cock, and also Evan Madison out there on the floor now here for the Bellingham Slam. Right to left with a dribble now here. Tarver fakes the three, leaves it for Tapscott. He'll drive, ball jab loose, stolen away by Rico. Here comes Wilkins up to the front court. Jump stop, leaves it here for Madison to the top, and he slams it home with two hands. Beautiful feed that time for Rico with a big flush.
Normally you hit the big center knee high, bad things will happen, but Madison was able to recover and jackhammer that one home.
Outside of the circle, Williams runs his man Rico off of the screen, gets to the free throw line, puts the jumper up, won't go. Off of Tapscott, saved by Rico Wilkins. He'll get it back here from Madison. Hard push. Rico snaps the pass off through Reddy, drives baseline, drives between two defenders. He'll put up the reverse, won't go. Rebound kicked out here to Chaz Cock, and he'll hit the three.
Everybody's warming up.
24-23. It is a 1-point lead here for the Volcanoes. They've led much of this ball game. 1:30 left to go here in the opening quarter. Tarver going to step into a triple with Reddy right in his face, and he buries it.
Tarver is so relaxed out there. He moves slowly, but good things happen. His third three.
Rico to answer back. It was in the well, and it spun out from the left side. Rebound Vancouver.
Wow.
Back down the other way. Long lead pass comes left on the catch. Ball is left-hand side now. Kevin West is into the ball game. Lost it. Stolen by Chaz Cock. He'll race all the way down against Tarver. Lay it up with the left hand. Left it short. Rebound pulled down by West. Here comes Vancouver back the other way. 27-23 our score. The lead is 4. Outside of the circle. Tarver going to step into a triple with Madison right in front of him. It's grabbed off by Chaz Cock as it's shot long. Chaz will dribble it up himself. Down to 38 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Drew Reddy will get it. Top of the floor working against Williams in a man-to-man defense. Leave it now here top of the floor for Rico. His jump pass intended for Shell tipped up into the air and stolen away. Grabbed off by West. About a second differential between game and shot clock. 19 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Lob pass comes down right. Tapscott going to work here against Madison. Turns, spins. Puts it up way too hard off of the glass. Rebound grabbed off by Bellingham. 8 seconds. 7 across the timeline. Drew Reddy gets down inside the lane. He'll try and pass it over right-hand side. A lot of contact, no whistle. That ball goes whistling out of bounds.
Way over his fellow Slam players. Drew looks as shocked as anyone. And over the front row of the bleachers.
4 seconds left. It comes into Williams across the timeline, working against Rico. Crosses over. Rico will slap it out of his hands before he can get the shot off. And 1 quarter is in the book. 27-23 our score here. After 1, Vancouver leads Bellingham. Mark that. 10 of 22 for the Bellingham Slam, 45%. 10 of 27 Vancouver, 37% in the first quarter. Reddy with it, drives down inside the lane, ball knocked loose, goes out of bounds. It'll be off of Vancouver. Turnovers so far, 7 of them for Vancouver, 9 so far for the Slam. Vancouver out-rebounding the slam, but just by one, 14-13. Inbound Mo. He'll leave it for Jacob, who has 2 personal fouls. Get it to Madison. Mid-block right, feed the cutter. Mo Anderson right down the middle of the lane, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Mo normally on the giving end of that one. That time he received 2 steps to the rack, and he laid it in.
Hafford up in the offensive end. 2-point ball game, 27-25. Bellingham trailing. Williams works right. Double team comes over with Rico and Jacob. They'll get it left. Carver can barely hold on to it, keep it from going out of bounds. They'll work outside the circle. Look for Tapscott here in a mismatch against Drew Reddy. He'll turn, spin, go baseline. Going to be a shot clock violation.
Thought that one felt like it was taking a long time, and only a 22-second shot clock in this league. Vancouver just got burned.
Might not seem that different from the NBA, where it's 24 seconds, but 35 seconds in college. It's a lifetime of difference here for these players. Great pass inside. Evan Madison, low block left, flipped it over his head to the cutter, Jacob Stevenson, who lays it up and in with the right hand.
I don't think we'll hear any stories this year of Jacob showing up out of shape. He looks great in the first half of the first game.
Ball comes right. Hafford drives past Jacob, kisses it off of the glass, up and in with the right hand.
Nothing from three-point range yet for Paul, but a couple circus layups up and good.
29-27 our score. The lead is 2. Reddy retreats back out, gets the play instructions here from head coach Rob Ridenour. They'll bounce it into Jacob. Back out to Drew, and he'll swish one home just inside the arc. It's a deuce, and we're tied at 29.
Drew Reddy improved about as much as anybody in the IBL throughout the course of last season.
Williams left to right, working here against Rico. Picks up the dribble. Tapscott around the circle left. On the catch, just in the ball game, Mike Ward out of Evergreen State. Drives, tried to flip it over to Tapscott. Save here by Jacob going out of bounds. He'll leave it out here for Mo. Hard drive, off balance along the baseline. Put it up, circles out, won't go. Rebound cleared here by Vancouver. Williams leaves it left. Back to Ward, left to right, down inside the paint. Blocked by Madison, grabbed off here by Jacob. Stevenson right down the middle of the floor. He'll wind his way down inside the paint, hang in the air, kiss it off of the glass. Patented play there by Jacob Stevenson.
A Stevenson favorite since high school.
31-29. Bellingham leading it here over Vancouver. Right to left, now quicking back right, and losing everybody was Williams. Antoine Williams to the cup with an easy layup to tie it up at 31.
Slam may have a defensive session at their next practice about switching on defense. It didn't work that time.
31 apiece in this one. Top of the floor now here for Drew Reddy. He'll work here. Stop, crank the 3. That one's off to the left over the top of Mike Ward. Rebound cleared out here by Vancouver. Carver runs Anderson off the screen, kicks it in the right-hand corner to the baseline. Jumper up, rattles and falls. That time for Mike Ward, the 6'4 guard out of Evergreen State. Jacob Stevenson across the timeline. He'll cross over with a left hand, drive inside the lane, change hands, float up the runner with the right, won't go in and out, no good from 7. Rebound by Hafford. He'll bring it up himself, lost control of it, bounces in the corner to Tarver. Back out Hafford. Swing it around right-hand side with the catch. It'll come into Ward. He'll back his way down against Rico. Turn, spin, go baseline. Put the shot up, no good. The tip followed by Tapscott, no good. Got his own, put it up with the left hand. That one no good, but he got fouled.
Boy, if this is on Evan Madison, that's tough. It is, and it is, because he was not moving. He just had his hands in the air. Maybe a slight reach in on that one, but Madison will get called for just his first.
Tapscott will step to the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming.
We wondered aloud earlier if we would see recently retired slam guard Jared Stevenson. He is in the house tonight. Basketball royalty in Bellingham and Whatcom County. He did a lot for hoops in this part of the world over the years.
Tapscott hits the first one, now 2 of 3 from the line here tonight. Second one is good. 8:25 to go until halftime. 35-31 our score. A 4-point lead for the Vancouver Volcanoes over the Bellingham Slam. Doug Lange along with Mark Scholten here on AM 930 KBAI. Driving right, the ball jabbed loose, stolen away from Drew, and he remains down on the other end. Ooh, we're going to get a travel violation by Hafford down on the other end. He'll turn it back over.
He got a little cutesy. He was going to slam dunk it, and then a moment of indecision. The dribble got away from him. He tried to grab it. He walked with it, and Hafford will commit the travel. Didn't know if he should slam it or not.
Drew Reddy got hit hard in a place you don't want to get hit and remain down on the floor.
What does he mean, Daddy?
Explain it to you later, son, when you grow up.
Drew is making that walk of shame back to the bench right now, and he is not a well man.
35-31. The lead remains 4 here for Vancouver. Rico will bring it up into the offensive end. Working with a left-hand dribble here as he taps the top of his head to designate the play. They'll get it left-hand side, Madison. Top of the floor now, Chaz Cock. He'll drive, get down inside the paint, turn, spin, travel. Or they call a foul first. Nope. There's the travel violation.
Yeah, I think that did look like multiple pivot feet that time for Chaz Cock, and one spin too many. He will get called for the walk and give it back to Vancouver.
Multiple pivot feet, something I've been arguing for going back to my high school playing days.
You've long been in favor. You said you'd have been 20 points tonight if you could do that.
And I don't mind telling you, dribbling seems to get in the way.
Yeah, largely an annoyance.
Ball top of the floor now, grabbed here by Hafford for Vancouver. He'll drive against Jacob, taken down towards the baseline, lost control of it, and it will roll out of bounds. Back down the other way. Mo with a hard push. Bounces it to Madison. He'll work here. Got Bain up in the air. Kisses it off of the glass. Counted and one. Gio Bain fouls him, and that will send Evan Madison to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play.
Slam fans who don't already know and love Evan Madison will love the big fella as you get to know him. From Texas A&M International, listed at 6'10", 235. We saw a lot of good things in limited action last year. Give him a full season, and he is going to put up some numbers.
Free throw shot by Madison. Rattles and falls. Imagine both Madison as well as the big man in Blake Poole out there on the floor.
Oh,
quite a combo down inside the paint.
Just try and take it to the bucket at your own peril.
35-34, 1 point lead for Vancouver. The ball dumped inside Tarver, down inside the paint. He'll turn baseline, got caught up in the air, loops it back out. Ward with the catch. He's going to crank the long jumper. No, it won't go. Rebound, Karam's out. Rico gets it. 3-on-2 the other way. He'll bounce it left. Mo steps into a triple. No, back iron won't go. Rebound bounces loose, and Rico will get it down to the baseline. Jacob stops, turns, spins, pops it up and in over the top of Gio Bain, and he got it to go. Bellingham leads it 36-35.
And a gold star for Rico Wilkins, by the way, whose quickness kept that play alive.
6:45 left to go here until halftime. Bellingham by 1. Outside of the circle, Ward. His lob pass comes right on the catch. Bain going to work here against Madison. Wants the contact as he bounces into his chest, puts up the jump hook with a left hand, won't go. Rebound, scramble for it underneath. It will go out of bounds off of Vancouver. Have a substitution. Moore will come back in. Madison will go to the bench. They got to keep the big man refreshed out there. He also got to keep him away from any type of foul trouble without Blake Poole on the roster currently.
Forgive these guys, Doug, if they don't quite have their mid-season legs yet. So plenty of substitutes early on for Coach Ridenour.
Moore sets the screen, drives inside. Great speed by Rico. His first shot got blocked by Tarver. He got it back, turns, spins, and puts up the jump hook with the right hand, and it's good.
Nick Moore's first bucket with the slam.
38-35. Outside of the circle, a little crossover dribble here by Tarver. They'll drive right, slice between two defenders, change hands, put it up in a beauty that time with the left.
Josh Tarver, double figures with 11, Doug.
Back down the other way, drives past everybody, can't get it to go. The spin move down inside the lane with the right hand. Rebound, Ward. He'll dribble it up himself. Looked like he carried it. Puts up the shot, a circus shot over the top of Chaz Cock, and it goes.
Boy, the call that wasn't first on that one. That was pretty clearly a carry.
39-38 our score. A technical foul now here for Rob Ridenour.
I think the coach may have shared our opinion that was a carrying violation on Mike Ward, and we were standing close to the coach but didn't see exactly what he said, but it was obviously the magic word because he got dinged for a technical.
So a technical foul here will get called against Rob Ridenour. We hear the explanation from one of our officials here. It's for him being out of the box. So down to the other end for the free throw shots is Andre Murray. Murray shot up and good. 40-38, a 2-point lead.
We have never been, Doug, on Coach Rob Ridenour's bad side, and I wouldn't want to be. If you're a referee out there, he can give the death stare with the best of them.
Inbound will come. Rico Wilkins will handle the honors. And now we'll get a timeout. So Bellingham wants to talk about things. And also back out there playing at the post for Vancouver is Daniel Dean. For Bellingham. Stevenson, leave it over here for Moore. Back out right, Anderson, top of the floor, back to Jacob once again. He has Chaz Cock and Rico Wilkins with him as well. To Chaz, driving down inside the lane. Chaz with a right hand, puts it up hard, won't go. Rebound, Karam's out. Hafford will get it. Leave it now here for Tarver. Tarver out of Oregon State will bring it up in the offensive end. Leave it left. Murray spins off of the defensive Jacob. Bounces it down inside the lane. Tapscott back out right. Dean, he'll put it up with the right hand. Kind of shot putted it up there. Wow. It wasn't pretty. And the result the same.
Yeah, that was a throw, not a shot.
Yeah, rebound grabbed off here by Bellingham. Moe back out left. Moore, a three. Got it. Nick Moore gives the lead back to Bellingham. It's 41-40. Back down the other way. Across the timeline, Tarver with it. Going to work right. Off of the screen, Rico tries to play for the steal. Tarver all the way to the cup as he changes hands. Lays it up off of the glass with a left hand. Moe, hard push. Leave it left. Rico inside the arc. Stops. Pops. Got it to go.
There's Rico's first bucket with the slam. First of many.
43-42. Rico with a one, or gives Bellingham a 1-point lead. Tarver, left to right, flip it down along the baseline. Dean will spin against two defenders, put the shot up, no good. Tapscott, who always seems to be around every rebound, rebounds it on the weak side, puts it up and in.
Definition of a garbage man. Chehalis Tapscott has 7 points.
Moe with the dribble, sideline right, goes to the top of the floor. Leaves it now back out on top for Jacob. Going to drive against Tapscott. Spin down inside the lane, hang in the air, put the shot up. It won't go, but a foul will be called. Tapscott will get whistled for it. And that will send Jacob Stevenson to the free throw line. 3:59 left to go here in the second quarter.
If you're looking for the two candidates to be the most solid veterans for the Slam and the guys you might pick to carry them in the first half of the first game, it's the usual guys. It's Moe Anderson and Jacob Stevenson. They each have 10 here in this first half.
Free throw shot up and good. All tied at 44.
We heard Slam general manager Kip Leonetti this week describe the acquisition of Nick Moore. Said the guys on the team were happy because he's been killing them for a few years, and now he's on the Slam side.
Jacob gets both of those shots to fall. 45-44, 1-point Bellingham lead. Tarver crosses over against Rico. Now does the same against Chaz Cox. Back out left. Dean hits another long jumper, a three ball from the left-hand side, 47-45.
Daniel Dean, 10 points.
Rico pump fakes on the three, leaves it for Chaz Cox. He'll take the three, got it. Line drive, three ball, right side, splash.
Former Lyndon Lion, now an assistant coach at Thompson Rivers, BC.
48-47. Ball yo-yoed outside of the circle now here for Tarver. He'll stop, pop the triple, no, won't go. Rebound bounces to Dean. He'll put it back up and in with the left hand.
Daniel Dean, a scrapper down low. He has 12.
Daniel Dean has a Chris Kaman thing going on right about now. With that hair just all over the place. The ball stolen away that time by Tapscott. He'll leave it for Murray all the way down to the other end. A little fast break bucket there for Vancouver. 51-48. Quickly back down the other way. Rico snaps the pass off to Moe. Baseline triple. Got it.
There was a time when you could leave Moe alone. Not anymore. He has worked a lot on that shot.
All tied at 51. The steal that time by Moore, but he can't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds along the scorer's table. Evan Madison will check back in.
We can say that we are getting what we would expect for this game in the IBL. We're already 50-plus points with about 3 minutes till halftime. Pretty standard in this league.
Drew Reddy back into the ball game now here for Bellingham as well. He and Tarver a little pushing and shoving on the inbound.
They were smiling, but that was a pretty hard shove.
Yep. Murray will get it. He'll work here against Moe. Drives him right on the screen. He'll kick it back out right-hand side. Three ball by Dean, and he got another one.
Wow. Your game-high score now, Daniel Dean, 15 big ones.
Daniel Dean whooping as he races back down the other way. Dean came down hard on Moe. I don't think it was intentional as Moe followed through on the play despite the foul on the floor. Moe seems to be okay. There was a whistle. It's going to go against Tarver.
You want to draw the ire of this crowd here in Bellingham. You come down hard on Moe Anderson a couple more times. Mike Ward back in for Vancouver.
Tapscott will go to the bench. Inbound comes right to Moe. Right back out. Drew Reddy. Leave it now here for Jacob. Back and forth between the hands. He'll spin it right top of the floor. Lob pass comes in. Turning with it was Moore. He had a jab loose. He got it back. Fakes the three. Drives. steps to the elbow, puts the jumper up, and he got it to go. 54-53, 1-point Vancouver lead. Ward on the hard drive to the cup, and the scoop layup past Moore is up and in. 2 minutes left to go here until halftime. 56-53, Bellingham trails. Left-hand side, Jacob left to right as he drives down inside the lane, puts the shot up, left it a little bit short. Rebound Haffer. Paul will dribble it up himself. Stop at the top of the floor, bounce it down along the baseline. Turnaround that time will not go on the effort by Andre Murray, and Bellingham will have it. Slow it down a bit, at least for the IBL here. 12 on the shot clock. Lob pass comes down to the free throw line on the catch. Jacob back out, Drew ready. Fakes the three, right to left to the elbow. Drives down inside the paint. Tries to lob it out of the corner. Actually, it was on a bounce that time, and it bounces past Evan Madison and out of bounds into the Vancouver bench.
A few times in this one, we've been reminded it's the first game of the season. All the bugs not quite out of the works yet. Hey, is this Mr. Rocket?
Yep, Yasau Rocket.
Yasau Rocket checking in.
The 6'4" guard. They don't list the college.
He's from far away.
Unless you know where NA is. 56-53, 1:10 to go here. Bounce pass comes left, Dean. He'll kick it back out, get a return pass. He'll drive here. Got past Madison to the cup. He's fouled from behind. Madison puts up his hand to get whistled for the foul. That'll be his second. If not, it's going to be number 3 against Jacob. Yep, Madison will pick up number 2. Dean to the free throw line. He has been awfully good coming off of the bench here. 15 points. He leads all scorers. First shot up by the right-hander, well short as it glances off of the front iron. Callan Shell returns to the action here for Bellingham. Evan Madison to the bench with a second personal. Dean's second shot, that is good. 1 of 2 at the line. It's a 4-point Vancouver lead, 57-53. Ball dribbled up now here by Mo. Can't use the screen by Jacob. Instead drives between 2 defenders, drives to the bucket, blocked by Dean, grabbed off the other way. Dean and Jacob Stevenson collide. Loose ball. Ward down to the floor, scramble for it. Mo has it for a second, loose, grabbed off. Callan Shell will track it down along the baseline. Jump pass comes over to Jacob, goes up into the air, banks off of the window, up and in.
I think Mr. Dean is bleeding from a cut by his eye. Yep. Coach Joe Navarro wanted them to stop the game, but they wouldn't do it. Yeah, he looks like a boxer. He opened up that left eye pretty good.
They will bring over the trainer here to take a look at it, but you are right. It does indeed look like a cut that you'd see in a boxing match, as he and Jacob collided after going after that loose ball. No intent on that one. It was just collision.
Just a hustle play,
one guy running one way, a guy leading with the head going the other. And Dean will go to the bench. 36.2 seconds left in a 2-point ball game here at coming up on halftime. 57-55. Vancouver has led for much of this ball game, and they do have the 2-point advantage right now. A reminder, your next opportunity to see the Bellingham Slam in action, that comes on Friday the 26th, a week from tonight. They'll take on the Kitsap Admirals, 7 o'clock the tip-off time, right back here at the Whatcom Pavilion.
Got some members of the Whatcom Community College family here scurrying around. Attend to Daniel Dean as that cut looks like it's a little more nasty than it appeared at first. It's right to the left of his left eye. Pretty good stream of blood. So Julie Scrimshire, the trainer here at the facility, will make sure that Dean is okay as we get back underway.
Also the trainer on the women's basketball team at Western Washington University.
Seen Julie around for years.
Tarver works right. Played in our softball team, I do believe.
She did.
Loose ball, scramble for it, grabbed off by Rocket. He'll drive, work outside of the circle, stop working here against Reddy. Bounce pass comes down to Hafford. He'll turn, spin with 6 on the shot clock. He'll put up a wicked shot that hits the top of the backboard. Shot clock will be off as Bellingham pulls the rebound. Down to 12 seconds to go, trailing by 2. Mo will bounce it to Drew Reddy. Down to 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. He'll work against Rocket. Crossed over, left him in the dust as he gets down inside the lane. Went up and a foul called. And that will be They call it on the shot. They did. 2 shots upcoming here for Drew Reddy. A chance to try and tie this one up with 1.9 seconds left until halftime.
I think we call that a bailout in the business. Mike Ward will get called for the foul, and he and Drew Reddy exchanging some words about how fortunate Drew just got on the very late call on the drive down the middle.
Reddy's free throw shot up and good. Drew wasn't seeing a lot of playing minutes in his first year with the Slam. Last year, really blossomed, especially on the defensive end, and became a regular starter for Coach Rob Ridenour.
Yeah, played his way into Coach Ridenour's good graces.
Both free throw shots are good. Tarver will get it. Good if it goes. It's well short at the buzzer here at halftime. We're all tied at 57 apiece between the last 2 champions of the IBL. It is Bellingham 57, Vancouver. Theo Bain, the big 7-footer out of southern Mississippi, along with Charles Tapscott in the front court, your 3 guards, Josh Tarver, Andre Murray, and Paul Halford. Bellingham will start with a basketball, and we're underway here in the second half. Across the timeline with the dribble is Mo Anderson. He'll bounce it right on the catch at the elbow. It'll be grabbed by Drew Reddy. He'll turn here against Tapscott, kick it right-hand side on the catch. Left to right, Rico stops at the circle. Leave it now here for Jacob. 3-ball up, won't go. Rebound, Tarver, long push pass, intercepted like a defensive back-end football by Jacob. It was intended for Tapscott. Jacob drives down, kicks it left. Leave it now here for Rico. Steps into a triple. No, short. Rebound, Tapscott. Here comes Vancouver back the other way. Murray will get past Rico all the way to the cup, lay it up and in. Quickly back here to Rico. He'll race down to the other way. Get down inside the lane, leave it for Jacob. High off of the glass, he'll flip it up and in.
Jacob Stevenson, Doug, looks great.
Assist number 6 in the ball game here for Rico. Sideline right, Tarver with the dribble. First minute here of the second half, 59 all. Lob pass and a beauty. Andre Murray to Tapscott on the roll as he got out in front of Jacob, laid it up and in.
Now we're seeing some offense.
Mo, hard drive, gets down inside the lane, left it for Madison, couldn't hold on to it. He was going to try and go up and pack it, lost it in the middle of the paint. Hafford comes out of the pack with it. He'll work top of the floor here against Drew Reddy. Left-hand side on the catch. Ball will come down inside the lane, grabbing it and turning with it that time, getting it blocked as Tapscott grabbed off by Madison. Here we go back the other way. On the drive, Reddy across the timeline, works left, leaves the top of the floor, open, Mo, 3-ball, no, back iron. Rico soars up, tips the ball, can't get the rebound.
He gets so high.
He collides with Drew Reddy, they both fall down. Advantage down to the other end. Murray drives to the cup, can't get the layup. It bounces out, Mo gets the rebound. He'll race down the other way. Mo crosses over, gets down inside the lane, draws the contact, the shot no good, got his own rebound off glass. Back out Rico, a 3, got it!
A refreshing lack of defense the first 2 minutes of this second half. Entertaining to the fans, but coaches don't like it.
Rico hits the 3 to give Bellingham a 62-61 lead. Remember last year, Bellingham 17-3 on the season. Ball top of the floor, going to be stolen away from Hafford by Drew Reddy. He'll race down, has Mo as the trailer, takes it to the cup, layup is good. 3-point lead, 64-61. Bellingham's largest lead was 8 in this ball game. 15 point. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Let me take a look.
Right.
No, sorry. Lob pass comes in. Tapscott, and he'll put it up and in. He's up to double figures. He's got 11. 64-63. Down inside the lane, the floater that time from Jacob, left to right, is left short. Tap's got the rebound out in front. Tarver to the cup, layup on the right hand is good.
The minimalist approach to defense as this half continues. Entertaining, but again, somebody's going to call a timeout and get yelled at.
65-64. A 1-point lead here for Vancouver. Mo will step back, crack a triple from the right side over Tapscott. He got it to go.
Mo up to 16, ties Stevenson for the team high lead.
Back down the other way. Stepping into the long jumper. That time is Murray. It won't go. A push underneath and a foul. Going to go against Vancouver.
Looks like Hafford and Stevenson collide. A couple of guys who were teammates for years. And also a couple of guys who are NFL linebacker size. But looks like neither one of them is really worse for wear.
Reddy will inbound to Mo Anderson. Slam leading it here by 2. 67-65 with 8:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Hard drive here by Jacob. He'll turn, spin against Tapscott. Ball got knocked loose. He got it back out. Bounces out top of the floor here, Mo, between two defenders. Loose ball, he'll scramble, bounce it, bad pass that time. Hit Jacob right in the shoes, and it goes out of bounds.
Coach Joe Navarro came running down to holler at the refs. Thought Stevenson was in the lane for 4, maybe 5 seconds.
Tapscott, the long baseball pass all the way down to the other end. He'll catch it, lay it up, and in with the left hand on the reverse. Rico outside the circle to try and bust the 67-all tie with a 3-ball. Won't go. Rebound counts is out. Tapscott with it as he'll bring it up in the offensive end for Vancouver. He'll drive against Jacob. Jumped up into the air, went down. Looked like it should have been a travel there against Tapscott. It was not. 69-67 as he lays it up and in. Rico back down the other way. Gets caught up in the air, puts the shot up, won't go. Scramble for the rebound. It bounces right off of Drew Reddy, right back to Rico. Stops, picks up the dribble, loops it topside. Mo gets it down inside the lane, flips to Madison along the baseline. Evans down inside the paint, hangs in the air, got fouled.
Well, he had
2 shots upcoming.
Gio Bain was all over him, but good job fighting through that time by Evan Madison, able to get a shot off. He got hacked, and they'll say Bain picked up his third, and Madison will go to the line.
7:38 left to go here in the first quarter. 69-67. Glad to have you listening along here on KBAI or online at 930kbai.com. Madison gets the free throw to rattle and fall.
Paul Happer doing a little comedy routine for the front row fans across the way. Don't know what he said, but they loved it over there.
Second shot is up and good. 69 all. 7.5 left to go. Bounce pass comes right on the catch. Bain. He'll work against Madison. Cross court, left-hand side, Murray. Left to right, stops at the elbow, steps back, jumper, up, line drive, that's short. Scramble for the rebound underneath, and a foul going to get whistled here against Bellingham.
Looked like Stevenson is going to be the guilty party. Madison bugged his eyes out. He thought it was on him, but looks like Jacob will get called for this one. No, it is Madison.
Madison will pick up his third.
That's 3.
Trying to get it into Tarver, and Rico all over him defensively. Tarver will make the catch.
Rico can defend anyone of any size. We saw it at Western the last few years.
Tarver will work left, spin off of the defense, kick it top of the floor on the catch, Bain. And Bain now will leave it left, and he set the hard screen on Mo. Knocked Mo backwards down to the floor onto his wallet.
That is as violent as a screen gets, plain and simple. And Bain at 7 feet tall, probably the better part of about 250, 260 pounds. And Mo ran headlong into him, and Mo's a little worse for wear. He gets up very slowly. They'll give him a minute to get his wits about him.
Number 4 against Gio Bain, so he'll go to the bench. 7:08 left to go here in the third quarter, all knotted up at 69 apiece. And now are they going to change?
They changed it. They changed the one they called on Madison, and they're going to give it to Stevenson. I thought they may have gotten that one wrong, and it will be on Jacob after all.
Or did they list it? Now they do change it.
Yep.
I
I could read the referee's lips very easily. He called it on 22. They put 42 on the board, so they correct it.
Jacob with 3, Madison with 2. Stevenson around the circle, top of the floor, and Dean will get whistled for the foul as he hedges on the screen.
Dean, by the way, the proud new owner of a butterfly bandage on his left eye when he got opened up at the end of the first half, but he's back out there. He's still tied for the game-high lead with 16 points.
Rico to inbound, lobs it in, making the catch is Jacob Stevenson. Between the wickets as he works to the right, gets down inside the lane, turns, spins, goes up, blocked by Tapscott. Jacob will get it back, flip it down inside the paint. Ready, back out left, Rico a 3, no, it won't go. Rebound underneath, Jacob goes up, lost control of it, looking for the foul, none forthcoming. And now they'll get an offensive foul here against Hafford as he knocks over Mo Anderson. And Tarver all over the official.
Boy, Mo is just putting himself in trouble's way here tonight. It's worked 2 of the 3 most violent collisions, but
Mo got away with one there, though.
And Mo doesn't have a lot of meat on those bones either. If he keeps doing that, he's not going to finish this season.
Mo got away with one there. You got to let the player come down.
Give him a place to land.
Hafford made that catch. Hafford's just shaking his head as he's looking at Mo as they talk back and forth about it. Hafford picks up his first personal on the hard drive. Reddy will get down inside the lane. Turn, spin against Hafford. Hafford fell away. Shot up, no good, but the rebound stuffed back home with 2 hands by Evan Madison.
He went up high to jackhammer that one down.
Outside of the circle with the dribble is Tarver. kick it in the corner. Hafford a three, Rainbow up and down. Watch out when he starts hitting.
His first three of the night. He was practicing for all of halftime.
72-71, a 1-point lead for Vancouver to Stevenson down inside the lane. A lot of contact, no foul called. The layup is good with the right hand.
Jacob Stevenson looks like a new man. He is in shape, and he has 18 points.
Bellingham back with the lead at 73-72. Mo with the steal as he knocks it away, that time from Murray. Races down. Behind him, though, it'll get stolen away by Tarver. Outlet back to Murray. He'll drive 2-on-2. Down inside the lane, goes up, blocked by Madison, and a foul call.
Thought that might just be a block on Madison that time. He was calling his own number. I think after this, what we think will be immediate timeout, Evan may not return. He's huffing and puffing like crazy out there.
Madison thought he had 4. That was why he was heading towards the bench, but they will make the change. It'll be 3. Remember, they removed one of his fouls, called it on Jacob Stevenson. So Madison now with 3. Jacob Stevenson with 3. And Andre Murray, last year's league MVP, to the free throw line, and his first shot is up and good.
Andre Murray cracks double figures with 10 points.
Murray on the game, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Now we'll have immediate timeout.
Why, yes, I did.
Okay, that's how it starts. That's how it starts.
He is rounding
and
into
then we're
shape.
about 7 or 8 more of those down the road.
And then we'll see what Mr. Hafford has in store for us. But
what did you do?
The radar is not locked in yet. We'll see what happens final quarter and a half of this one.
Murray with his second free throw shot. It's up and it's good. He's 3 of 3 from the stripe. 74-73, a 1-point lead here for Vancouver over Bellingham. Mike Ward has checked in. He's matched up against Mo. Chaz Cock into the ball game here for Bellingham. Unloads, gets it right. Nick Moore, they'll get it down inside the lane. And turn around. Jacob Stevenson gets it to go with the right hand. 1-point slam lead, 75-74. Ward with the dribble, works right, off of the screen by Hafford. Top of the floor, he'll step into a rainbow triple, short. Rebound bounces out, grabbed off here by Mo. Hard push by Anderson, he'll kick it left. Chascock fakes the 3, goes baseline, tried to drive between 2 defenders, and we'll get a push foul here against Vancouver. 5:09 left to go here, third quarter action at the Watcom Pavilion. If you've never taken in a game, it's good basketball here in the International Basketball League, and it's awfully nice to look across the way and see 2 International Basketball League championship banners for the Slam.
Friendly confines and a well-laid-out gym here at Watcom, too, by the way.
Sideline right. Stevenson, he'll bounce it into Chascock. Turns, spins, goes up, had it blocked by Murray. Tipped out, Hafford gets it. Paul on the push, gets down inside the lane, hangs in the air, left it for a trailer. Ball got knocked loose. Moore comes out of the pack with it, tried to pass it out on the outlet, got fouled.
Poor Nick just about had his arms torn off that time as he's feeling the pain. I think he may have even literally been scratched on the forearm that time. A little worse for wear, but it will be slam ball. Stevenson will throw it in the off to our left.
The foul will be the 5th here against Vancouver, and that will send Nick Moore to the free throw line. Nick Moore, first free throw shots here tonight. Shot up and good.
Moore 8 points so far in his slam debut.
Not exactly Josh Reddick, but that's a lot of facial hair over there on Jared Stevenson.
Jared looks like a
former slam.
Yes, retired basketball player. He doesn't want to shave anymore, so he's not.
Both free throws are good, 77-74. He's taking it in on one of the courtside seats here tonight, watching his brother play out there. Sideline right, Ward snaps the pass off to Murray. His jumper up and good. That is a 3 ball from top of the floor, tie it up at 77. Ready, fakes the long jumper, drives, gets down inside the lane, blocked from behind by Hafford, grabbed off by Ward. He'll dribble it up, race past the defense of Drew Reddy. Leave it left, Murray, another triple. That one's off the mark. Looked like a foul, and contact from Chaz Cock, no whistle. Scramble for the rebound, goes out of bounds. It will be off of Vancouver. Bellingham will get it. 4:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Antoine Williams, the 5'11 guard out of the University of Puget Sound, will check in. Mo to walk it across the timeline. Works right, works off of the screen left now. We'll have a whistle. And a foul going to go against Vancouver. Chaz Cock will step to the free throw line. Mike Ward pushing through that screen and gets whistled for it.
We lamented the lack of defense earlier. Now we're seeing a lot of defense, and as a result, it really feels like we have bogged down quite a bit in this game, tied here late in the third.
4 minutes left to go. Chaz Cock's free throw shot up and good.
The coaches are having some words about where the coaching boxes end. They want the referee to come over and clarify. At this moment, the coaches are laughing about it.
Second free throw shot rattles out, won't go. 78-77. Bellingham out in front. Ball left in the hands now here of Antoine Williams. He'll bring it right, get it to Murray. Andre Murray calls for the screen. He'll get it from Dean. Work right, spin against Drew Reddy. Back out Dean, a three ball up. No, won't go. Weak side rebound, Chaz Cock. Chaz outlets, gets it up ahead to Drew. Reddy races down, lobs it up ahead. Callan Shell catches it, puts it up. It rattled in and out. It goes out of bounds that time off of Ward. Drew Reddy and Callan Shell with smiles as they slap hands on that one. That was a gimme that didn't go. 78-77, a timeout on the floor. 3:33 left to go here in the third. We'll take a break, come back with... Back out on the floor. Nick Moore, Callan Shell, Mo Anderson, Drew Reddy, and Chaz Cock here for the Slam. Lob pass, too tall for Moore. It tips off of his hands, and Cock will track it down, but he threw it away. Looking for Reddy. It's stolen away by Williams. Now, Callan Shell, I think, is going to get whistled for the foul as he leaps into the play at the half-court line to try and steal it.
The only thing
they didn't call foul. They just said out of bounds.
I was going to say, Doug, the only thing worse than one errant pass is two on the same possession. The Slam guilty of that time down. Now they'll have to rotate back and play some defense.
They will call the foul. It'll go against Mo Anderson. It'll be his second, third team foul. Bounces it inside. Dean to the bucket. There's going to be a foul here against Moore. Got him on the arm.
Nick Moore tried to very discreetly hide his hands behind his back, but unfortunately the ref had already seen the foul take place. Moore will set up down there in the low block, get in rebound position as Daniel Dean been stuck on 16 points a while. He'll go to the stripe.
Moore also bugged his eyes out about as big as you can get. He looked about as guilty of that foul as you can get. Rico Wilkins will check into the ball game. Drew Reddy will go to the bench. Josh Tarver returning for Vancouver. Andre Murray going to the bench. Free throw shot way off by Dean. Bounces over to the corner. Rico will get it. Races up. Snaps the pass off Chaz Cock. Sideline right. Back out Rico. Whips it left. Mo Anderson down inside the lane. Stolen away. Ripped off by Antoine Williams. Rico gets back defensively. Williams going to look to try and set it up as he'll work right. Now gets inside the lane. Ball tipped loose. Grabbed off by Dean. Dean works sideline right. Now drives inside the lane. Going to put it up just over the top of Madison. Won't go. Rebound grabbed off by Bellingham. Here come the Slam the other way. Across the timeline. With the dribble, working right. Jump pass. Rico will get it now to Madison. Remark that to Moore. He'll bounce it to Callan Shell. Will we get an offensive charge? We will. Moore knocks over Dean, and he'll get whistled for the offensive foul.
Moore comes out of the pack knowing he's guilty of that one. There was not a lot of subtlety there. More of the freight train technique. He'll get called for the charge. Only his first foul.
78-77. Bellingham by one with 2.5 left to go here in the third quarter. Sideline left. The bounce pass will come inside on the spin. Dean will bounce off of Callan Shell. Kick it back out top of the floor. Wide open, a long three ball. That one will not go for Kevin Westerson in the ball game. Grabbed off by Bellingham. Back down the other way. Rico a triple. No. Shot it long. Rebound tipped up into the air. Scramble for it. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with Bellingham in the offensive end.
Didn't think the rest could last too much longer for Jacob Stevenson with a game-high 20 points. Vikings, thank you very much. First one of those
there we go.
year. the Slam need the clear-cut number one offensive option, and Jacob is that.
With as many Western and Portland State players out here on the floor, I'm surprised it took that long.
And our buddy Austin Bragg from the Vikings actually just walked in, so the count grows by one.
Ball top of the floor. On the catch, Callan Shell. He'll leave it right-hand side. Jacob on the hard push to the cup. Left it short. A lot of contact, no foul called. Ward comes out of the pack with a dribble here for Vancouver. Gets down inside the lane. Play it with the right hand. Left it short. Rebound, Madison. Bellingham with it. Minute 50 left to go here in the third. A 1-point Slam lead. Remember, we had 57 apiece here after 2 quarters of play. It slowed down just a little bit here in the third. Left to right, stopping. Ball kicked over left-hand side. Rico to a wide-open Madison, and he'll hit the three.
Big fella holds his form again. Nice to see.
81-77, 4-point Slam lead. Williams between the wickets, works left, tries to run Rico off of the screen, cannot. Retreats, cuts over left-hand side, stops, floats up the jumper, left it short. Rebound tipped up into the air. Tarver will come away with it. Minute 15 left to go here in the third. Tarver against mark that against Jacob as he'll work left. Crossed over right, get down inside the paint, leave it for Dean. Tried to go up, lost control of the basketball. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bellingham ball.
Hafford returning to the game for the Volcanoes. Looks like they'll bring in their big fella, Gio Bain as well. Bain, the 7-footer from Southern Mississippi. Scoreless in this game, but as you might expect, a major nuisance down there in the low block.
Ball walked up now here by Rico. Between the wickets as he brings it across the timeline. He'll work left. Stop. Bounce it top of the floor. On the catch. Grabbed off here by Jacob. He'll turn, spin, kiss it off of the glass a little too hard. Rebound. Williams will keep it himself as he brings it up. Offensive end, right-hand side, wide open. Hafford a three. No, it won't go for the left side. Moe tips the rebound and can't hold on to it, though, over by the Vancouver bench as it goes out of bounds.
I think the Slam had 3 opportunities to try and secure that ball, but never did happen. Give it back to Vancouver.
Bellingham leading it by 4, 81-77, 39.9 seconds left to go here in the third. Inbound, Williams, hard drive, stumbles his way through the paint and travels. Good luck trying to turn on the Jets and get past Rico. It didn't work there for Antoine.
Not many have done that.
Ball comes to Moe. Cross the half-court line. It'll come over to Jacob. Tipped out of his hands by Hafford and out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock, 28.8 in the game clock here in the third. Madison will make the catch as he comes to the basketball on the inbound. Bounces it to the top of the floor. Get it to Rico. Wilkins, looking. Left-hand side, Callan Shell. 7 on the shot clock. Inside, Jacob. He'll turn, spin, get past the defense. That time of Kevin West and floated up and in.
We're seeing the whole arsenal from Jacob tonight. Give him 22.
6-point lead, 83-77. Williams down to 6 seconds as you work here against Rico. Pick up the dribble to Tapscott. 3 seconds. 2. Turns, spins at the elbow, off balance, puts up the shot. Will they call a foul? They will the buzzer.
Doggone.
Tapscott will go to the free throw line with triple zeros on the clock here at the end of the third to shoot 2 shots. The cheerleaders getting in formation a little bit early. I think they will shoo them off the floor so Mr. Tapscott can shoot his free throws. Tapscott to the stripe here to cut into this 6-point Bellingham lead at the end of the third. That first shot, though, short off the front iron. And he will take a look at another. That one is good. 1 of 2 at the line. The lead sits at 5 here for Bellingham at the end of 3 quarters of play. Slam 83, Volcanoes 78. We'll take a break. Back with more right here.
IBL, the Kitsap Admirals again a week from tonight.
There'll be 2 games out at a couple of hot spots in prep basketball in Whatcom County this season for the Bellingham Slam. They'll play on the 17th of May against the Japan Tornadoes at Linden High School, and they'll take on the Seattle Flight June 1st at Blaine High School. The Seattle Flight owned by the Rain Man, Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp, no doubt, will be a league and statewide favorite.
Top of the floor, Tarver with the dribble here for Vancouver as we open up the fourth quarter. Tried to get it inside the paint. Ball knocked loose, grabbed off by Hafford. Runner along the baseline, and he floats it up and home.
Boy, Paul floated that one high up and in. Give him 9 points tonight.
83-80 our score. Sideline right with the dribble now. Here is Rico. Picks it back up, shovels it on top, on the catch. Jacob, back and forth between the hands. Directs traffic. Shell trying to post up down low. They'll lob it in. Callan will make the catch. Turn, bang it up. Left it short. Got his own. Goes up again. Scramble for that loose ball. Callan will get it one more time. Jump pass back out. Jacob. Get it over to Rico for a three. In and out. Won't go. Rebound. Grabbed off Tapscott. Chehalis on the outlet. He'll get it to Hafford. Tried to roll it in down low. It goes off the foot that time. Kicked ball by Mo Anderson.
Doug, we just saw Callan shell down there in the low block, and it took us back to his Western Viking days. Not a lot of natural offensive moves down there. He gets what he gets because he works for it, and he's in good position. Has a bucket here tonight, but has missed a couple chip shots as Callan gets back in the flow of playing some slam basketball.
Great player at the high school level at Chelan High School.
Chelan goes
on the hard drive, right to left that time. Josh Carver takes it to the cup, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Carver has 17 to lead Vancouver.
Sideline left with the dribble. The bounce pass will come outside of the circle on the catch. Madison will work with it. Left to right around the ring. He'll get down inside the lane working against Bain, and a foul will be called. A foul here against Bain will be number 5.
Boy, Bain makes good use of his fouls down there in the low post. Again, we mentioned he's a defensive specialist. Get a couple rebounds, set a few screens, and Bain, foul number 5 for the big fella.
I know it says he's 7 feet.
Oh, boy.
But
am I sensing a Lange challenge?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Probably for the best.
On the inbound. Ready. They'll leave it now left. Stevenson will get it over to Moore. Cross court. Madison, another three. Yes! Line drive, triple from the left side. Evan Madison got it to go.
Evan has 17. We're seeing a little bit of everything from the big 6'10" center tonight.
86-82. Jab step. Hafford to answer back with a triple of his own, and he got it to go.
Hafford warming up. Give him 12 points.
86-85. 1 point. Bellingham lead. Down to the offensive end. Ready on the hard push. Gets baseline. Kicks it back out right. Top of the floor. Rico fakes the three. Tries to drive. Sealed off by Tarver. Back out Madison. Another triple. No, that one's off the mark. Rebound. Grabbed off by Bain. Outlet pass comes here. Antoine Williams. Long cross court pass. Hafford. He'll drive. Spin. Traveled. No call. Somehow Bain ended up with a basketball. Jump hook with the left hand is too strong. Now a timeout called here by the official. A bunch of perspiration down on the floor. So they'll stop the action.
Yep.
Bring out somebody to clean it up. 9:43 to go. 86-85. It's hovered back and forth between these two teams, but we're getting down to crunch time here in this fourth quarter, and it's going to get good.
Slam under Coach Riddenauer have always shot a lot of threes, maybe even a little bit three happy here. Too many here the last few possessions. We'll see if they run a set play.
Rico gets it left. Jacob, back out Rico. You were saying three ball up short.
Clang.
Rebound bounces into the hands of Madison. He'll double pump, put it up and in. That was the play.
Evan Madison worked like a dream. The rebound and stick back. Give him 19.
88-85. 3-point slam lead. Sideline right. Tarver a triple to answer back. That one no good. Rebound Moore has it knocked out of his hand by Kevin West. West out of Concordia in Oregon. Spin move, Rico. And he blows past Antoine Williams on the spin baseline and lays it up and in, much to the crowd's delight.
You don't spin any faster than that. IBL is on alert. Beware, Rico Wilkins.
On the drive, Williams will leave it now. Tapscott through the paint. Back out West. Topside three ball up and down. Paul Hafford. That's what he does. 90-88 lead cut down to 2.
I don't know that we've seen anybody make any more threes in this building over the years.
He holds the record. Yeah, he holds the single game record for sure.
He's settling in.
Ball forced down inside the lane. Ball tipped out of bounds. It goes off the hands that time of Antoine Williams. Remark that. Off of Reddy out in front of Antoine Williams. Nope, it does go off of Williams, and it will stay with Bellingham on the offensive end.
We were sitting in these very chairs when Paul Hafford set that three record, weren't we?
You are correct. Madison will get the inbound, leave it right. Through the paint, great bounce pass. Stevenson down inside the lane. Drew ready, and he puts it up and in.
Drew up to 8 points. Opportunistic there on the baseline.
Tarver on the hard push. Leave it for Andre Murray. He'll try the triple. That one no good. More the rebound. To Drew ready. Drew in the offensive end. Work sideline right here against Tarver. Going to use the screen by Stevenson. Picked up on the switch by Hafford. Back over right. 9 on the shot clock. Moore lobs it inside Stevenson and will get a foul underneath.
Josh Tarver had an elbow right in the back of Stevenson that time, and Tarver will get called for this one as he actually sent Stevenson reeling that time.
8:11 left to go here in the fourth quarter. A 4-point Bellingham lead. Dean back in. Tapscott to the bench for Vancouver. Madison over to Anderson. Mo works right. And shot clock violation.
Nobody
Bellingham wasn't
clock.
aware.
Yeah.
Didn't take a look at the clock.
As the season progresses, guys will learn. Coach Ridnour is arguing.
I think there may have been a problem here with the shot clock.
I think the coach and 2 of the 3 officials at least agree, so we'll see if they change it.
And they had it at the wrong number, so it won't be the shot clock violation here. They're going to put 10 on the shot clock and will inbound all over again. Bellingham will retain possession.
That looked like an uncharacteristic lapse, and lo and behold, it's because the clock was wrong. So Coach Ridnour gets his team 10 seconds on the clock.
Ready, inbounds, gets to Stevenson, down to 8 seconds. 7 here on the shot clock. He'll drive, cross over, get down inside the paint, kick it back out left. Mo pump fakes, puts up the medium-range jumper, back iron, no. Rebound, Dean underneath, and we'll get a foul whistled against Bellingham. Going to go against Madison.
Yep.
He'll pick up number 4.
Everybody was thrown for a loop momentarily as the shot clock went off after Mo Anderson's jumper hit the rim, but wiped out by the foul call.
Ball walked up across the timeline now here by Tarver. He'll pick up the dribble, go top of the floor on the catch. Dean, he'll spin down inside the paint, put it up over the top of Moore, won't go. Madison with a nice big rebound. He and Dean tie up.
Dean had a good hold on him that time. I'm sure he'll get called for the grabbing foul here.
It will be a whistle here against Dean. Team foul number 3, 92-88.
Again, that frustration into a little positive mojo last year and rolled their way to a championship of their own.
There has been no designation, at least to our knowledge, at this point in time, as to where the championship will be held. But the last handful of years, whoever has hosted has won the IBL championship.
Perfect score for sure for the last 3. We know that.
Bellingham's other IBL championship in 2008 was also here when Bellingham won it. Off of the timeout, back out on the floor, Nick Moore, Mo Anderson, Evan Madison, Jacob Stevenson, and Drew Reddy. Ball brought up sideline left. Mo will bounce it in. Madison will back his way down, turn towards the paint, bounce off of the defense. That time of Bain put the shot up. He ended up down on his wallet. No foul called. Rebound pulled down. Hafford will bring it up himself. He'll work against Jacob. Drive right, bounce pass, tipped by Moore, right out to Mo Anderson. Here comes Mo, bringing up the front court. Hafford will knock him down, and it'll be a foul here against Paul.
Disproportionately hard fouls throughout the course of the night. It seems like Mo Anderson has been on the receiving end of all of them. And we mentioned earlier, Mo listed at 6'3", perhaps generously at 170 pounds. So Mo, he keeps taking those hard shots. Bad things will happen.
Top of the floor with the catch. It'll bounce in right-hand side, back out top of the floor. Madison pump fakes, drives down inside the lane, puts the shot up, kisses it off of the glass with the left hand.
Evan Madison with the lefty that time up to 21 points.
94-88. Tarver with the dribble. Across the timeline. Working against Mo as he swings him to the right-hand side, outside of the circle. Lob it on top. Murray rolls it down inside the paint. Shot won't go as there'll be a foul on the floor.
Is that a ticky-tack foul on Nick Moore? He had just rotated over and barely made contact. We had a very good angle on that one.
Moore will pick up his second, team second as well. Now they were going to try and inbound quickly here, but the officials call for the basketball.
Olympic rule. It didn't work.
Hafford will give it quickly back to Tarver. Top of the floor to Hafford. Over right now here to Murray. Murray will turn, spin, lost control of it, and now a whistle. Gio Bain is just fouled out of this ball game.
Wow.
Bain picks up number 6. There could not be more of a disparity between the official and Gio Bain. Our official,
I actually just turned into that. That was a good comedy moment. That's about 7 feet tall, and about 5'7" on a good day.
And official just shaking his head. Gio Bain's doing exactly the same, but he will sit down with 6 personal fouls.
Foul counts just as much. By the way, Bain, 6 fouls, no points in this contest tonight.
94-88. You would think at 7 feet he would dominate. It is not, in many ways, the IBL, a big man's game.
Yeah, most of the 7-foot guys are in higher-up leagues than this, bluntly put.
Madison will leave it now here for Drew Reddy. His 3 short. Rebound pulled down by Tarver. 6-point ball game, 94-88. 5:40 left to go. Murray on the hard drive all the way down inside the paint. Blocked by Madison. Tipped out here. Mo with it. He'll drive. Tapscott will reach in and get whistled for the foul. That's going to be number 5 against Vancouver. And that will send Mo down to the other end for a free throw shot.
We talk about Mo Anderson taking all these hard collisions tonight. I guess at some point you're impressed that Mo, becoming the veteran that he is smart enough to keep his body intact and to not get injured by some of these hard shots as he once again gets up, dusts himself off, and he'll go to the line.
Free throw shot spins off here for Mo Anderson. And we'll have a timeout taken here by Bellingham. 5:33 left to go in the ball game. 94-88. Bellingham leads it over Vancouver. Back with more Slam basketball right here on 8.
Over the years here in this IBL, a lot of points have a way of being put up in a hurry, and 6 points is essentially nothing. The Slam are going to need a few more offensive executing possessions down the stretch in this one with 5:33 to go to finish it off.
A 6-point lead here as stepping to the stripe is Mo Anderson. Free throw shot up and good. 95-88. 5.5 left to go as Tarver will bring it up sideline right to work here against Mo. He'll cross over right, drive baseline, put the shot up way too tall that time over the top of Moore. Rebounded by Bellingham. Mo on the push right down the middle of the paint. He'll put the shot up with a left hand, and it goes off the glass up and in.
Mo's up to 19 points. He had a step on everybody that time.
97-88 our score. With the dribble left to right. Down inside the lane, Murray trying to loop it back out. Ball tipped, grabbed off by Dean. He'll put up the shot. That one won't go. Rebound tipped up into the air. Loose ball grabbed off Tapscott. He puts the shot up. It won't go. He got fouled. Tapscott will go back to the free throw line.
I thought he might get called for an offensive for putting an elbow in the chops of Drew Reddy, but it won't get called that way. Tapscott will set up at the free throw line.
$97-88, the free throw shot up and in.
You probably hear the spirited debate going on behind us between the two coaches. Rob Rittenauer to our right, Joe Navarro to our left. No ill will or anything. They're having a serious debate about a rule.
They're debating over the number of timeouts. You have Joe Navarro in this one. You have Rob Rittenauer in this one. You have Kip Leonetti, the general manager of the Slam, in this one. And the free throw shots are made. 97-90 our score.
Hopefully we can all part friends.
Outside of the circle, Anderson directing traffic as he yo-yos it, gets to Madison, top of the floor. He'll bounce it inside, Jacob. Back to the bucket. Back out Madison, a 3. No, it's short. Rebound, Karam's out. Ward back into the ball game. Pulls down the rebound. Leaves it left. Open, Hafford, a triple. No, shot it long. Rebound up in the air. Nick Moore with a nice rebound. Outlets, comes down here to Mo. Mo drives, stops at the left elbow, jumper up, left it short. Ward with the rebound. Outlet comes down here to Andre Murray. Murray around the circle, stops, elevates for a 3. That one won't go.
Seeing some tired legs here, Doug.
You are correct. What was end-to-end in the first half has slowed down considerably here in the second.
But he needs to catch their breath.
Dribble outside of the circle with it now. Here is Mo. Back over Madison. Pump fakes on the 3. Drives inside the paint. Changes hands. Floats it up and in with the right hand. Got it to go.
Evan Madison now leads the Slam with 23 points.
99-90 our score. Top of the floor. On the dribble, Ward. Leave it from Murray. Right to left. Steps inside the circle. They'll bounce it inside to Dean. Backs, bumps, puts up the shot that won't go. Tip follow. That one's off the mark by Tapscott. Rebound Karams out on a second follow by Dean, and Madison will get it. He'll pick up the dribble. Leave it now here for Drew Reddy. Reddy looking for a foul call from Ward. None coming. Left to right. Anderson through the paint. Somehow flipped it over his head towards the bucket looking for a whistle.
Yeah. Mo waiting for a call that never came.
Not happening. Murray has it knocked loose by Drew Reddy. Get it to Madison. Madison will race down and he'll go up. Oh my! And now that could have been dangerous there as Tapscott goes up and got a piece of Madison as he went up to try and dunk it. Madison landed appropriately that time, but could have been dangerous. They both slap low fives. There won't be an intentional foul called.
If there can be a hard but not dirty foul, I suppose that was probably it by Tapscott. It will send Madison, and again, his game-high total of 23 points to the line.
Madison's free throw shot up and good. He has played great in his return here to the Bellingham Slam.
He is going to be an absolute favorite this season.
Timeout taken by Bellingham. 3:03 left to go, and it's Chalupa time. We've hit the century mark. Yay. 3 Chalupas. Left to go, and in the IBL, that is a lifetime. Evan Madison to the free throw line here for the Slam to try and add to their lead. You know, it got official. I see the IBL rule book out here on the score table.
Oh, my. We had to go to the bylaws.
And now,
we still have controversy.
Yep. One of the officials is calling over both of the coaches, Rob Ridenour and head coach Joe Navarro.
Timeout situation is being explained. Forgive us as we listen in.
So now there is one timeout left for Bellingham.
Coach Ridenour turned and laughed, but I don't think that was a funny ha-ha laugh.
Nope.
I think that was a somebody messed up laugh.
Yep. Shot up and good.
Evan Madison, 25 points in the season opener.
101-90 our score. The lead is 11. Ball brought up in the offensive end. Antoine Williams with it. Tries to step between the double team here, and the foul is going to be called. Ball ended up bouncing out to Hafford. He followed through with a half-court shot, near half-court heave from three-point land, and it goes.
40-footer with perfect form, and he buried it.
That will be a fifth foul against Jacob Stevenson. Fourth team foul. 2:50 left to go. Inbound. Williams. Leave it now here for Murray. He'll take a triple. No. Short. Rebound. Bounces down inside the paint where it's corralled here by Mo Anderson, and he'll dribble out of the pass. Both teams a little leg weary, and you can see it in the three-ball shots. They're all coming up short. Mo bounces it top of the floor here to Jacob. Turns, spins inside the lane. Floater up and good.
Stevenson had been stuck on 22 for a while. Give him 24. He's looking great tonight.
Williams, hard drive. Got past Rico around the baseline. Couldn't hold on to the basketball, and it rolls out of bounds. 103-90 the score. Ball left now here for Mo. Anderson across the timeline. Works against Williams as he goes right to left. Used the screen by Jacob. Bounces it right back to Jacob. To the cup, and the reverse layup is up and in with the right hand.
Use a little reverse English on that one. Jacob, now your game-high score with 26.
15-point lead, largest of the ball game here for the Slam. Ball comes over right-hand side, jumper up. Murray, another one that is short. Tap's got the rebound. Leave it left. Ward pump fakes, drives, kisses it off of the window. Way too strong. Rebound to Mo. Minute 45 left, and it looks like the Slam are going to put this opening game into the win column.
Mo Anderson goes down to the ground yet again. Fortunately, he gets up laughing, but has been a rather physical affair tonight, and 170 pounds of Mo Anderson right in the middle of it.
Mo will go back to the free throw line. Stick around when this one goes final. We'll get a word in with the head coach, Rob Ridenour. Also get a player from this contest in the Bellingham Slam postgame show. Shot up and good. Chascock will step into the ball game.
Moore
will go to the bench.
Doug Moore right on 20 points for the night.
And now we will see Chris Ferguson, the 5'11" guard out of Evergreen State, for the first time here tonight.
Chris, a Slam favorite a few years ago, a fan favorite. He usually plays with a big smile on his face out there.
Second free throw shot is good. Ball comes over right. Rocket is back into the ball game now here for Vancouver. The Asian player that's got the spiky do, and
that is spiky,
draws the ire of the crowd here as he rams right into a defender for Bellingham, but lost the basketball. It leads to a fast break on the other end for Rico. 9 points in the ball game. To Hafford down inside the lane. Reverse layup will not go. Minute 15 left to go.
And only about now in the IBL do we exhale. Looks like the Slammer safely going to put this one away.
109-90. Ball yo-yoed by Jacob. He'll get a screen from Callan Shell on the roll. They'll lob it into Callan, broken up by Andre Murray. It'll go out of bounds. Minute 2 left. Ferguson will come into the ball game. He'll replace Mo Anderson. Rico to inbound, right of the bucket along the baseline. Comes into Chaz Cock, who clearly travels, but it doesn't matter as he pushes home the triple. Chaz, a beautiful shot, but he got a hop, step, and a jump before that one got in the air.
Double figures to 12.
112-90. Ward right through the middle of the paint. That time lays it up and in with the left hand. 10-point contest, 112, mark that, 20-point contest, 112-92, left to right. Ball kicked into the corner. Ferguson will get it. He'll drive, leave it for Callan Shell through the lane. Ball knocked loose, grabbed off by Stevenson. Jacob will put it up and in.
28 to lead all scorers for the veteran.
37 seconds left. Ward up into the offensive end. Dribbles it. Murray calling for it. Goes down to the low block here against Ferguson. Turns, spins right into the double team. He'll muscle up the shot. Got fouled. Won't go. Murray frustrated here for much of this ball game. Your reigning MVP of the IBL. He has 14 points in the contest. Ferguson gets into the score column with a foul.
Murray not quite living up to his slam killer reputation in this one. We mentioned the 14 points, but he has done a lot of damage, even in this building, the last handful of years.
Murray's first free throw shot rolls off to the right. Second shot. That one in and out. No good.
Wow. But the MVP.
Chascock pulls down the rebound. Leaves it for Rico. Winds his way up to the top of the floor. There is a second differential between game and shot clock. Rico just letting the clock wind down here. He'll work to the left. Ward steps out on him defensively. Ball knocked loose. Looks it down inside the paint. Callan Shell turnaround. Won't go. There's the buzzer. Will they count the bucket on the follow? I think they did. They did. It was flipped up and in. I didn't even see who got that one.
I think that was Shell, Doug.
Callan Shell will get credit for it. Make it 116-92. The shot at the buzzer counts. And the Bellingham Slam open up the 2013 campaign with a victory over the Vancouver Volcanoes. We'll take a timeout, come back with more right here on AM 930.